Hey there guys, Ben here from Corner Flag Games and welcome back to episode number 9 of the Scunthorpe United Road to Glory career mode, where we take on the rest of EFL League 1 in another 2 months worth of games in this episode. So we'll have a look now into the calendar and see what we've got on offer for today's episode. So a game against Wigan straight off the bat on the Wednesday. On the Saturday, Emirates FA Cup home game against Plymouth. The next Saturday, we've got a home game against Rotherham. We'll play Barnsley away, then midweek against Coventry in the league, Portsmouth, and that will round out the rest of our December. Then we hit the January transfer window, where we will have a game against Ipswich, Bristol Rovers next at home, Southend United at home, and to cap off the rest of the month, we have Colchester away in the league. So guys, without further ado, we're going to jump back now. I'm going to get the squad all sorted for this game against Wickham in the league, and we'll see how we fare. Okay guys, so I'm changing up the formula a little bit to these episodes because I'm getting through so many games and it takes so long to cut the simulated games together. What I've done is I've simulated the games that I would have normally have simulated. I've still got all that footage as well, but the played games, so we can go straight into the played game highlights and very quickly run through the prior results. So I'll quickly go through that now. So the first game did come on Wednesday, the 2nd, against Wigan. That was a 4-0 win for us. The next game was at home against Plymouth in the FA Cup on the 5th. That was a 3-0 win for us. Rotherham a week later, that was a 4-0 win at home. A week after that, was a 2-0 win away at Barnsley. And we have our next game, which is against Coventry in the league. So I will jump now into the team news and show you the highlights from that game. Okay guys, so we're now going to move into our first competitive played game of this episode. And it is going to be a home game on December the 23rd against Coventry in the EFL League 1. So guys, without further ado, let's get into this game. Alrighty guys, so here we go. As we are at home in this fixture at Glanford Park, we will be hosting Coventry City. So here is the Scunthorpe lineup. We'll be Batala in goal, the back four of Diaz, Wright, Magahi and Tavares. Kachini and Rivera will be the defensive midfielders, with Awamabil on the right, Colcliffe on the left, Sonkrasen through the middle, and Eric up front as our striker. Here is Coventry's lineup. So it will be Marosi in goal, a back four of Debo, Strujic, McFadden, and Mason. 3 in the midfield in Westbrook, McCormick, and Halfredson, and a front 3 of Castine, Jabello, and Bakayoko. Alrighty guys, so it will be the lads, the Irons of Scunthorpe United, to kick things off in this game. Again, looking to get some more goals on the board, be a little bit more clinical as well, because we've faltered in that recently, but another win to add to the tally. Can we get a ball through to Eric? We do. That's straight onto Sonkrasen. Can we flick that one over? No! That was a silly move! On the counter-attack Coventry now. Alfredson again on the ball, looking to break through our defensive midfield. He does with a very quick 1-2. They've got space here in the middle. They take a strike on in Westbrook, but it is acres away. As we move into the extra time for this half, it will be Chanatip Sonkrasen. Can we get a ball into Awamabil? That looks way too heavy. He's not going to get there in time. That's too much weight on it. And what a way to end that first half, ladies and gents. A very disappointing display by the lads of Scunthorpe United. Sonkrasen not living up to his good expectations like he normally does. And at the halftime break, it is Scunthorpe United 0, Coventry City 0. The lads here in the match facts at the halftime break. We'll start with Coventry. They have no goals, 2 shots, 1 on target with a shooting accuracy of 50% to our no goals, no shots, none on target with a shooting accuracy of a big fat duck. They're killing us in the passing accuracy with 88% to our 78%. And they are edging us on the possession too with 52% to our 48%. So guys, without further ado, we'll get straight on in to this second half. And it will be Coventry City to kick things off for this second half. It was a very laboured and slow and disappointing first half by the lads of Scunthorpe. But he's hoping in the second half we might be able to do some good, score a goal or two maybe. Looks to go wide. That's a bit of a hospital ball, but Tavares and Colcliffe will clean things up. Colcliffe looking to go down the line. It's a bit of a hospital ball again into Chanatip Sonkrasen. It will be Colcliffe now. He's looking for an option. He elects to go straight in. Kachini lays it off for Awamabil, but it's a horrible shot in the end. Can we make this attack count? We look to go all the way through the middle. Sonkrasen, please make a run. It's not going to come. Can we win the header? Mabil does win it. Alex Diaz will get across him. We get a header off. Oh, and that's nearly in where the Spiders live, in the top corner. That was fantastic play. As you can see, Diaz brings the cross in. It's a clean header by, I think, Rovira. And that one is in straight away to Grozav. Tavares now coming very high up the pitch. We're looking for a run from a fullback, and we do find it. It may be a little bit too deep. Diaz gets there. There's the header. And Grozav has found the back of the net. He's lying down on the ground, but it doesn't matter. That was a great cross in. As you can see here on the replay, the ball does look to go a little bit deep. He gets it right on the line. He finds Grozav unmarked on the penalty spot. That's some shocking defending by Coventry, and he just nods it into the back of the net, straight in past the keeper. The goal does come to Georgi Grozav. It's his 10th goal now in EFL League One. So Coventry will kick us off. After 70 minutes, it's taken us to find the go-ahead goal in this fixture, and it comes via a substitute as well. Sonkrasen, the more, active playmaker in this team, being replaced by Grozav, who's technically a left winger, but he seems like the man up for the challenge. We shuffle across. Tavares all the way up here. He's tasked with tracking down Cabello, who is forced to come backwards. He gets in an early cross. Batala does tip it out. That is a great stop by the goalkeeper. Command of his area for Colcliffe now out wide. Can we find a ball here? It is Tavares. He's doing a lot of work today too. He gets one back into Grozav. Grozav's going to go all the way across to Narsang Ho. He's one-on-one, and he clips the upright on the way through. It's the substitutes making all the impacts in today's game, and that goal is a bloody beautiful one. Here it is on the replay. Tavares brings it in on the inside, and we elect to miss the man there, go to the top of the box, give it to the striker who's completely empty on Coventry's defence, and we clip the upright on the way through. And that goal does come to Narsang Ho in the 89th minute. That's 6 now in EFL League One. And Coventry will run away with their tails between their legs in this fixture. It took us, again, 45 minutes to get going. But as we now jump into extra time of the second half, it looks like the boys of Scunthorpe, the Irons, have got this one all wrapped up as Rivera does win that ball back. We send a man all the way down here for Colcliffe. We're going to pull it back now. Got nothing. Grozav goes to Anwar Mabil, who strikes it first time, and it's just wide in injury time. But as there will be no highlights, because, ladies and gents, the referee has blown his whistle for full time in this fixture. It was a very depressing first half, but the substitutes came on in this game and actually really made a difference with 2 clutch goals. And the final score after 90 minutes, it's Scunthorpe United 2, Coventry 0. So, ladies and gents, here are the match facts and how they ended after our 90 minutes against Coventry. So, for us, it was 2 goals, 6 shots, 3 on target with a shooting accuracy of 50%. To Coventry's no goals, 3 shots, 1 on target with a shooting accuracy of 33%. We did claw back a lot of our passing accuracy, but Coventry went on the up and up as well, with 87% to them and 84% to us. And the possession balancing itself out in the end. We do claw a lot of it back. It's 50-50 to either side. Moving back now, guys, into the simulated results. So, on the 26th of December, it was a 3-1 win against Portsmouth away in the league. So, with that done, we now move into January. So, the first game that popped up in January was a 5-1 loss in the round of 64, they call it, on the second in the FA Cup. So, we bow out of that competition. A week later, we're up against Ipswich, and it was a tidy 4-1 win away from home. A week after that, on the 16th of January, it was a 4-1 win at home to Bristol Rovers. So what I'll do now is move on to the next game, which is a played game, and that one is against Southend United. Alrighty, lads, so moving into our next played game. This one comes midweek on Wednesday, January the 20th, and it's a home game against Southend United. So let's get the squad primed and ready and get into this fixture. Alrighty, guys, so here we go. We're at home again at Glanford Park, and we will be hosting, this time, Southend United. Here is the Scunthorpe United lineup. It is unchanged first 11 with Batala in goal, the back 4 of Diaz, Wright, Magahi, and Tavares. Caccini and Rivera will hold up the defensive midfield with Colcliffe on the left, Mabil on the right, Sonkrasen coming through the middle, and Eric will be the striker. Here is the Southend United lineup. It will be Oxley in goal, a back four of Bumono, Shaughnessy, Ridgewell, and Blackman. Four in the midfield in Chipchu, Castro as a DM, Alsmari as a DM, Ciro as a left mid, Hansen as an attacking mid, and Humphrey as the striker. And it will be the lads of Scunthorpe United to get things kicked off in this fixture. So we're back at home for another game with the first team. Figured this would be a rather interesting game. Let's get into it. Rivera coming downside to Tavares, waiting for a run to come. It's not going to be there. Gonna tip Sonkrasen back to Caccini, who's just going to run forward and have a peg himself. And he's just put it narrow wide. 4 minutes in. Rivera looking to shift it across once more. Over to Tavares on the opposite side. He looks to cut that one on the inside, but he gets beaten by his own feet in the end. The lead, straightforward. Here's Manacero. Castro in the way is Alex Diaz, coming very high up the pitch. Eric is going to have to take it early. Oh, and he's put it wide. And he will bust on one down the line for Mobile, who's found a Caccini, who's bombing on forward in space. Can we lay this one back to Sonkrasen? We do! He scuffs it, though, completely. Cockcliffe will look to keep it in and get another cross in. It's gone to the edge of the area. It's a great strike, and it's a fantastic fucking goal! Ladies and gentlemen, could you have had a better strike on the ball? As we look here to recycle possession, Cockcliffe flicks it over his head, gets a cross in, finds Caccini at the edge of the box, who flicks up with his ninja feet and just drops it in past the goalkeeper. It's a looping ball and a great volley. You can see there a lot of spin on that ball too. And he just puts it over the keeper. And that goal does come to Emmanuel Caccini in the 25th minute. 8 now for him in EFL League 1. And as Southend get rest of this first half started, ladies and gents, I don't know what the hell is going on with their goalkeeper. I don't know whether he's just unlucky or it was poor positioning, but I wouldn't feel so bad to concede a goal like that. That was a classy goal by our defensive midfield. To work some magic for us, Rivera's not going to give up possession as easy this time as Sonkrasen looks to come deep. He does find Eric, though. Eric looks to break around his man. He's done well to do so. They're going to have to make a tackle. He gets dropped in the box. Referee, I think, says no penalty. No, it will be a corner. Sonkrasen to take. 35 minutes in. He goes near post. We get the header. McGahey loops it over, though. He's doing some defensive work. That is a disgusting pass. Humphreys will play with it himself. We do win it back rather easily, though. Caccini. Oh, no. Humphreys is going to bust forward. Can we get there first? He gets the strike off. Batala. That is a great save. We're slipping up and giving away some really, really good chances for Southend. Luckily, they can't capitalise on it. Look at that. The flying keeper. We do have men running through it, though. No, they win it once more. We'll win it again. No. Look, break forward, please. Mobiles are nursing a knock that I've just noticed. But that will do us, ladies and gents, for the first half of this fixture against Southend United. So we came out firing on all cylinders, and Caccini seems to be the star man so far in this fixture. And as the halftime approaches, it will be Scunthorpe United 1, Southend United 0. So, ladies and gents, here are the match facts at the halftime break. So far, Scunthorpe United is 1 goal, 7 shots, 2 on target with a shooting accuracy of 28%. To Southend, 0 goals, 1 shot, 1 on target with a shooting accuracy of 100%. We do hold the passing accuracy stakes with 82% to us and 71% to Southend. And we hold that smidgen more of possession with 54% to Southend's 46%. So, guys, without further ado, we'll jump on straight in to this second half. It will be the boys of Southend United to kick things off in this fixture. We'll look to get some more goals. We have taken off Anwar Mobile and shuffled around our attacking midfield a bit due to that knock that he copped towards the end of the first half. As we get a cross in now, it launches at the back stick for Narsang Ho, who's just come on for Mobile and switched out to that left. Coldcloth will now move out to the right. And now Castro into Narsang Ho. He's going to play a first-time ball into Chanatip Sonkrasen. He's gone out wide now for Coldcloth. Down the line for Alex Diaz. Can we find a ball in? We try to. Eric gets a scuff on it. It falls to Shaughnessy as the keeper goes down to ground. And there's just nobody there at that penalty spot to clean it up. 62 minutes in, we will get ourselves a throw in a very good position. So we're just going to go straight into Coldcloth, who brings it down. There's the cross. There's the header. Oh, and it's flashed over the bar by Narsang Ho. Castro now. He gives it away. He's into Tavares. Tavares playing so high. Colcliffe, he wins it. He's going to go himself, and he puts it through the keeper. Colcliffe has finally scored a goal. It's been a while since he's bagged one. His growth has been a little bit slow, but he is starting to catch up now on his non-preferred side, as we see here on the replay. Manages to get in front of the defender and just absolutely lever it with that powerful right boot of his. Chanatip Solkrasin doing some traffic redirecting too, and that is straight in. That's a class goal. That goal does come to Ryan Colcliffe in the 67th minute. 3-3 now in EFL League One. And Southend United will kick us off once more. We have made 2 changes now. Narsang Ho will now move up to the striker's position because Eric has been substituted. And we have brought on Ryan Gilead on that right-hand side now as well. Oh no, mix up at the back, get rid. So yeah, Narsang Ho will now play at the point. Gilead will now play on the right. And Colcliffe will now move back to the left. Chanatip Solkrasin has also left us. Chukchu looks to break out wide in this last portion of extra time. Fukuda. And ladies and gentlemen, and that will do us for this 90 minutes against Southend United. I was hoping to push on in that second half and maybe get a couple of more goals. Bit of rotation, fresh legs on in that second half. After 90 minutes at Glanford Park, it does finish up. Scunthorpe United 2, Southend United 0. So guys, here are the match facts after our 90 minutes here against Southend United. So for the boys of Scunthorpe, it was 2 goals, 10 shots, 4 on target with a shooting accuracy of 40%. To Southend's, no goals, 1 shot, 1 on target with a shooting accuracy of 100%. Passing accuracy is a dead heat between both sides at 80% to either side. And the possession battle, look at that, 50-50. A well-balanced game with us capitalising on all our chances. So here is the news after that last game. As we saw Awama Bill come off after a knock at the halftime break, but it's only a bruised shoulder. He's only going to be out for the next 5 days. Okay guys, so moving to today's final game of the episode. This one comes on Saturday, January the 30th, 2021, and it is against Colchester in the league. So we will run out with the first team in this one. In this simulator game, we'll simulate straight through it after Eric gets a goal in the first minute. And it will be a 4-0 win for us. And Eric missing a penalty in the 87th, so it could have been 5. So with 1 hour left to go in the transfer market, we do wave goodbye to one player. And that is Jansen Nogo. Has agreed to personal terms with Rochdale. He has left the club and we've got in some scratch of 800,000 for him. The board has allocated us 550 of that. Guess what? It's the first of the month. It's a fucking training injury again. This time it's Bailey Wright. He sprained his ankle, but this time he's only going to be out for 9 days. So on screen right now, ladies and gents, are the transfers that we have brought in. Now, these transfers won't be coming in until next season. They are all pre-contracts because why mess with a winning formula at the moment? So coming in next season in a CDM centre-back role for 14.5 grand a week, we've got 79 rated Edison Alvarez, and he's a high potential youngster out of Ajax, a Mexican lad. So we picked him up on a pre-contract. The next one is Valentin Rosier. He's a right back, but will probably end up playing at left back. 24-year-old Frenchman. We've got him on 10.5 grand a week. Then we have Maitja Berta. Now, I haven't finished scouting him altogether. He's a centre back, left back, right back. 25-year-old Ukrainian on 15 grand a week. And the pièce de résistance, the man that will lead us in the hunt in the championship. We've brought in Pierre-Emile Hoifberg from Southampton. We've managed to even halve his bloody wages as well. He will be coming in as a centre mid, centre defensive mid for next season as well. And that, ladies and gents, was our transfer business. Alrighty guys, so that is going to wrap up today's episode, that being episode number 9 for this Road to Glory series. Let's just finish up by saying thank you very much for watching, guys. Be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it and leave your comments and feedback down below. Don't forget to smack that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tick the little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. For all those that aren't aware, please jump on and join in all the fun and all the banter on the official Corner Flag Games Discord channel. Links will be on screen and in the description below. And for all those that aren't aware, we are doing live streams now over on Twitch and on YouTube, so make sure you are following on my Twitch and make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel with the notification bell tick to get notified for when I go live on both those platforms. Links for my Twitch will be on screen and in the description below. And I'll be back with the next episode of the Scunthorpe United Road to Glory career mode very, very soon.